Hi and welcome to Mind 123. I'm Chantal Broderick and today I'm joined by psychotherapist Sarah Bergman. Sarah, welcome. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Chantal.
Sarah, can you share with us some advice and tips on how we can best manage stress?
Okay, so one of the first things you can do is to actually learn to recognise when you're starting to feel stressed or when you're already stressed. Because if you're not recognising that, then you won't be able to do anything about it. So you recognise it, and then what you do is you slow down, because stressed people move fast. So you want to slow your movements down and you want to breathe deeply and you want to just take a bit of a time out. Like just sit down for a moment if you're at work and you go and you recognise that you're getting stressed and feeling more stressed. It's better for you just to sit down, ground yourself, breathe deeply and kind of try to relax, because you'll actually be more productive if you do that for 5 minutes and then get up and start your work again than if you just keep going. Because stressed people they're not as productive. So you start losing focus, you start making mistakes, and you start sort of repeating things and doing things over and over again. So yeah, it's actually better for you just to sit down and take a bit of time out and just try and regroup.
So if someone came into your clinic and they were suffering from stress or high stress, would you talk them through that? Are there any specific questions that you'd ask them to really help them out?
Yes, well, firstly I'd work with what's driving that stress and help them to explore what's driving that stress, because if we're going to be able to change that, I mean, there's one thing to learn to manage stress. We sort of need to know how come it's there in the first place. And is it because you feel insecure? Is it because you don't feel like you're good enough? Is it because you're a perfectionist and if you don't think that you can ever, reach your potential? So to understand what the driving forces are is the first thing that I would do.
Is the foundation.
Yeah.
So we're first of all identifying what is behind that stress and then implementing some of those strategies that you recommend.
Yes.
And so for anyone that is watching today that is in that state, perhaps they have been stressed for a long time, be it in their workplace or at home, what would be that sort of number one tip that you would leave them with today?
So look at the ways that you're contributing to your stress and then start to identify ways that you can minimise that stress by getting enough sleep, by not drinking too much, by not having too much coffee.
That is all great advice. Sarah, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thanks, Chantal.